Qui un viaje. Para descubrir quién es realmente Infinite Discs. Acompáñame en esta serie limitada de 6 entrevistas exclusivas con empleados de Infinite Discs. Estas son las Infininterviews.
Is that umbrella to keep the rain out?
So you're the owner.
Yeah.
And does it get confusing sharing the same name as your vice president?
I don't share the same name as the vice president, so.
You and Tom, you're not both Toms?
No, I'm Alan.
Alan. Oh. So Alan.
Alan, that's right.
Okay, my apologies. Is that A-L-A-N or is it the right way?
A-L-A-N. It means handsome.
Does it? I guess they don't know. When it's a baby, you just give a
Right.
name and you don't know how that's going to turn out.
Yeah.
So what is your role here?
I was the founder of the company, and
Infinite Discs.
Infinite. And I started the company. Now my role is mostly to hope that the rest of the employees do their job, and I take care of the finances and make decisions.
But what do you do? I mean, do you do anything?
No.
It sounds like there's a lot of just kind of like cerebral things that you do.
Yeah,
there's like a lot of just hoping
there's
that it goes well.
That's true. There is a lot of hoping. There's prayer. I actually, pray for the company all the time.
Okay.
And there's a lot of thought and ideas, many of which come in the middle of the night, early in the morning.
When you're asleep.
It's because of them that I can't sleep, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds like a serious health concern.
I'm working on it.
Is it true that before you started Innovate that you...
Infinite.
Yeah. It's not Innovate.
It's definitely not.
Don't you feel like that would have been a little more on the nose?
That would have been close to Innova, which we didn't. We already have enough confusion. We wouldn't want to overly confuse the customer of Infinite and Innova. So
you put in like literally 2 letters different just so people know that you're a separate entity. Probably helps with the finances.
And the meaning of infinite meaning everything, and we have an endless supply of discs is the goal.
I want to get to that in just a minute, so please don't jump ahead. Is it true that before you started Infinite that you sold used tires?
It's not true.
Not even at all.
No, I had a car stolen once in Arizona when I lived in Tucson, and
it's not relevant to.
I got insurance money, and the car did include tires.
Okay,
so that was the closest I've gotten.
Okay, so that's not. You didn't do that.
Yeah, no, not as a business. No, used tires. I sold real estate, like houses.
That's what real estate is?
Partially.
So if you did, though, why used tires? Why not new?
I would think the used tire industry, what happens, especially here in Utah, is we're well known for poor drivers. And so there are all kinds of car accidents. For example, that was actually one of the most frustrating things when my car in Tucson got stolen. I had recently just got new tires and then it was stolen. And I wasn't too sad that I lost the car. It was a 96 Saturn.
You seem sad. You've brought it up
No, I was sad because
times.
I just bought new tires for it.
Okay.
And so instances like that where the tires are still good, I think that's an opportunity where we could tap into a market and sell slightly used tires at a fraction of the cost that you get for virtually nothing by salvaging cars that get in accidents. I think that's a good business idea. Thanks for suggesting it.
Oh, why Utah? You mentioned that we're in Utah, which I just recently learned. When you started Infinite, Were literally all the warehouses in every other state taken, or just why?
No, they definitely weren't all taken. In fact, they probably would have been less expensive in other states. I just happen to live here, as I have lived here, and my parents and my grandparents and
I see.
generations since the pioneers crossed the plains in the 1850s.
They had planes in 1850?
They did.
Huh. So they had to climb over the plains and then they crossed the mountains?
Yeah, exactly. Just like on your car ride here,
I
the
didn't.
same. It was.
I saw several airplanes, but I didn't have to. I mean, most of the roads don't go through.
Oh, I meant the flat area. I assume you drove across
Right.
Wyoming and flat part of
Yeah,
Colorado,
but I didn't cross
all
any
of
plains.
Kansas.
Right.
Just flat, barren land. That's
Yeah.
what kind of land I'm talking about. As plain, not airplane. They're different.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I just crossed the regular plains. But your ancestors,
Yes.
they had to climb over airplanes, is what you said.
No, they crossed the same regular plains that you did, only much slower because they didn't have rental cars.
You seem a little confused about your ancestry.
I am slightly confused, that is true.
Okay.
But I don't think that many people care about my ancestry.
Let's test it.
Okay.
Tell me something about your great grandfather's dog.
I don't know that my great-grandfather had a dog, but
Okay.
fun fact, I was just in Norway where my great-grandfather immigrated from.
No way.
And I went to the hometown where he lived, so that was kind of fun.
And did he die there as well?
He did not. He died in
He didn't. Oh, but he did die.
He did. He died, yes.
Okay.
Long before I was born.
I think you were right.
What was I right about?
You said you didn't think people would care about your ancestry.
You're correct.
So, infinitediscs.com, how many discs would you say you have on the site, like right now?
88,370.
Finally, somebody who knows something can tell you're the boss.
Yes, I am.
Are you like a yell at everybody boss, or are you like a bad boss?
I'm the bad boss. I mostly delegate my yelling duties to other people. That was kind of one of my goals when setting up the company. I don't like dealing with people, so
Right,
So
smart.
I let Todd take care of the
Tom.
Tom and Kelly. They're in charge of yelling at the employees. For
Well, and you have like so much hoping to do in the
true.
main office and praying and looking at numbers.
Yeah, I
I
do.
have time to yell at people. So you said you had 80, like there was a big number,
88,000. Yeah.
88,000 discs on your site right now, which certainly is more discs than I've ever seen in one place at one time. How long have you been this dramatically understocked?
I would not say we're understocked. We have a nice formula where we keep a healthy amount of stock based on demand for the certain models.
Okay, but infinite discs, Alan.
It's a good point.
Alan.
Infinite, yeah,
88,000 is
is not infinite. That's
So
a good point.
much
Okay,
less than infinite.
Well, to reveal a little bit more, we actually have lots more discs that are not actually on the retail website.
Okay, so that you
our
have an
wholesale
infinite
supply that
warehouse somewhere else.
we
that-
have warehouses where we can access, as well as just ordering from the manufacturers. We have
Can
an
you
infinite
confirm
access.
that those discs in that warehouse stretch to infinity?
I cannot, as they don't stretch to infinity. But
They
I do
don't?
have confidence that the manufacturers can keep producing an amount to keep us stocked.
So what you're saying is you have infinite discs, presuming that we have
don't have infinite discs.
Okay.
We have the idea, the hope and dream that we can have infinite ideas about discs.
There's the hope again.
That's right.
You are good at that.
I guess so.
And in the sense that time could be infinite and you could keep ordering infinite
Nailed it.
discs.
Maybe you should write something up about how infinite discs really works for us.
It's just startling to me that it's been over a decade before you know, some random guy handed you the definition of your business.
Well, I'm glad to have it.
Can we talk about mountains?
You bet.
Just really fast, because I'd like to end this soon.
Great.
Do you feel like mountains are morally positive, neutral, or negative?
That's a really good question. One I've pondered, not really in that sense.
Middle of the night, is that one of the thoughts that's...
It hasn't. So
Okay. It will now.
mountains are great for skiing in the winter.
Sure.
Because that's something that you can live for when it's dark and dreary and cold, which it gets very cold when you live in the mountains as well.
It does.
And so I don't know that it's necessarily a moral issue, but there's also evidence that being high at altitude, it does affect one's mental health.
In a good way?
In a negative way.
In a negative way?
Yeah. Especially if you're not used to it. If you're used to living at sea level and you come to mountains, it could have an adverse impact on your health.
Do you like mountains?
I do like mountains.
So if someone was disparaging to a mountain, would that make you sad?
It wouldn't make me sad. I would think they were wrong, though.
I think that's what I'm trying to get at. There's this phrase, make a mountain out of a molehill. And don't you feel like that casts mountains as kind of the bad guy? Like somebody saying that molehills are just inherently better than...
I would think it's the opposite way around. I would think
Really?
that shows the potential of the molehill to be something great.
Wow.
Even a molehill can become a mountain with enough work. And the moles would probably have more fun if they tried skiing.
You're, that's really impactful. I really appreciate you saying that. I think at different times in my life, I've just really felt like a molehill. Sorry. I would just love to be a mountain.
And you can, Tyler. And now that you've experienced and felt them, we'll just have to get you disc golfing on them.
Yeah.
And then you can accomplish your dreams. I believe in you.
Oh, man. Thank you so much. Could I... Thank you. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I think, yeah, this is good.
Good.
I think we're good. Okay, yeah, we're just...
En la próxima Infinintervista.
Why do you think Infinite has so many different brands?
Well, there's a lot of brands out there, and as Infinite Discs, we try to carry as many as we can.
Do you feel like it's appropriate to have so many different relationships?
I think we like to disc around and find out.
Do the other brands know about each other?
I think so.
And they're okay with this arrangement?
Yeah. It is Utah, so.
And I take care of the finances and make decisions.
But what do you do? I mean, do you do anything